Hey, it's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio, and I'm Sunshine. And today I have.
Chef Donnell Long of Old Town Inn.
Now, I've known this man for at least 4 years, maybe a little bit longer. You had two spots, one near the new what was the
Orlando, Largo.
Largo, and then
Right.
you have the one by the courthouse.
Correct.
I met you from the courthouse because we cleaned one of the cells over there, and then we cleaned an office that deals with real estate. And I happened to come into one of your spots. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you into cooking and things of that nature?
Well, I've always been fascinated with cooking, the entertainment industry. So how I got in the business was I was foster child watching TV.
Get out.
So, Young and the Restless, I always tell the story, Young and the Restless, they'd always meet at this one restaurant. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
that was always my, I'm gonna have that spot where everyone wants to meet
Right,
at. So hence the
right,
reason why
right.
I call it OTI. Everyone meets at the
Oh,
OTI,
okay.
so it kind of fits for
Okay,
that lifelong
OTI.
dream.
All
So
right. So what? So which? So I'm assuming the one that's on by the courthouse. That's your first one.
that's my first one.
Okay.
Almost 20 years, same location in the legal district of Brother out there.
Yes, because I think you're the only black restaurant on that strip that I
Well,
know
there's a
of.
couple more now.
Oh, okay, but then.
Yes, but then 20, fast
Mm-hmm.
forward 20 years ago, the amount of how I was received by our counterparts was kind of interesting, but through hard work, dedication, and staying focused on a prize.
Right,
I
right, right.
persevered.
And then the one that's over there by Future Care, by the
Yeah.
Do you still
Largo?
have that one?
No, Largo.
Oh, what happened?
We went through, a bad
Oh.
ownership deal. It always baffles me how when as minorities we take the impossible and make it possible.
Right.
And then the reward we get is, oh, well, you're making too much money. We need to renegotiate. We need to change things. So, it was just a bad business deal. You live and you learn,
Right.
and you keep persevering.
But it didn't stop you from keeping the one that's
No.
by the courthouse.
Landmark one, they showed us tremendous love, and then and that and a combination of COVID and everything.
Right, right.
Down that closing hotel, so it kind of sealed its own fate when the hotel got sold and they couldn't open.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Okay,
it was
cool.
A lot of different moving parts.
Well, I know that there used to be a place called Willie K's in that hotel by Greenbelt. You may want to check into that because they're not open anymore. That spot, huh?
Someone has it already.
They reopened it.
I think they're having some permitting issues, but I believe that,
Man, that place was the bomb.
Yeah, that was a nice event. I went there one time. And it was jumping.
And the crowd was nice. Even like I liked your crowd in Largo. The crowd was nice. You always had bands. The food was always, and let me tell you about the food. Like OMG, his cornbread, which I'm struggling to open, is like that. I mean, the cornbread, and I'm gonna let y'all at least look at it before I dig into it. The cornbread is yummity yum yum. I'll have 2 or 3 drinks and just eat the damn cornbread. So I'm gonna let y'all see me eat a piece so y'all know it's good. And I'm not sharing none of it. So, what made you all of the? Man, I'm smacking.
That's always a good thing.
The cornbread, is this your personal recipe?
Yes.
Okay. I remember cornbread in school, and I never learned how to make cake cornbread.
Right.
Do you remember back in the day? Oh my God, that was vicious.
Yeah. And that's kind of like, being in different foster homes, that's how I kind of learned the trade of cooking. They all, not all of them, but they all had. My first foster home had great cooking skills. Some of the stuff that I learned back then, I've forgotten over time, but I wish I could go back and get those recipes because let me tell you, they could cook.
Mm-hmm. And then so now, what out of the ones that you brought? If I don't have it, what is your favorite recipe?
Well,
and why?
I don't have a favorite. I just love, I think, on any given day, I think food changes. There's some days you're craving a pasta, some days you're craving a salmon dish. Like this that we brought over here.
Oh Lord, I've had this one. This right here.
Yeah, that's one of our top.
All I do is ask for some more chives and cheese. I'm a cheese person. That's
Okay.
my
Yeah, the shrimp penne. Yeah. So I just each day. Some days I prefer the Hawaiian steak. Because folks can't travel. You don't have to travel to get it. It's right in
Mm.
your own neighborhood. You can come get it. Some days I feel like fish and chips. We got the best catfish fingers in town.
Mm-hmm.
And as the restaurants continue to grow in Prince George's County, I think the best compliment I can get is that I often see my menu has influenced other restaurants. You see, they
Okay.
have catfish fingers now. When
Everywhere,
catfish
yes.
fingers was looked
Mm.
down upon back in the day, but when I brought it on, it was like, okay, now everybody,
Hmm.
you see folks doing cornbread, often duplicated, never imitated. So
Right. And then you have a drink. Now, the drinks are good. There's a young man in there that works. I can't think of his name,
Mandela,
but is that his name with
yeah,
the glasses?
yeah.
Okay, he's good. He has a tea drink. Now
What the green
I
tea?
don't care about nobody says I drink. I'm an alcoholic. But I had two of them and I was like, I don't remember how I got.
I may have to get on them.
No, it wasn't like that. But I didn't eat or I didn't put enough food in my stomach, but they was good. Don't you change? When I come in there, I need a strong, wrong drink. Mm. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what when people come to your restaurant, what's the difference from your restaurant to everybody else's restaurant? What makes you stand out?
Well, several things in my opinion. First thing you notice is that we're not a corporate chain. We're not cookie cutter. One of the things, I'm an old school restaurateur, which means that 90% of our kitchen is scratch kitchen. We cook as soon as this dish is made. Saute pan goes down. We have no pre-cooked food in there. So that's the first thing. So and it equates to a little bit longer cooking times. But I think you taste the difference when you try the product. I think being fresh, no processed food, no bag and boxes, everything is cooked to order. That's how stuffed salmon, my crab stuffed salmon.
I don't even care what it is. It's good.
Garlic mashed potatoes. Everything
good.
is being made to order. And I think it's a lost art in the business because everything is moved to speed and efficiency versus quality and personalizing it.
Right.
So I think that sets us apart as far as our food standard. And it's a fresh product. And I think what I try and do is especially when I'm there most of the time, is try and engage with the guests. I'm trying.
Yeah, I see you out there talking.
I said they get to engage because one, when you come to Upper Marlboro's location, it is a destination spot. You're actually coming just for the location. There's no other place around in the surrounding areas like me or that's full service and also has a liquor license. So when you come to us, we try and make you feel like at home because you're not making a mistake where we're going today.
Right,
when you come to Marlboro, you're coming to OTI. So we just try and personalize and make the drinks. And it's a catch-22. We as anything you try to achieve 100%. Sometimes we fall short, but you know what? We've built it over 20 years, so we have a pretty good following. They showed us a lot of support.
I've been in there, and I don't think I've never not been in there where at least you have 10 people plus at the bar, and at least I don't know how many tables you have, but also too, I noticed that you also have an outdoor section now.
Yes, a patio, so we can do cigar events, hookah events outdoors. We used to have it enclosed, so we were all year long. When I used to do bands, before I could do bands because I also had the overflow
from the outside.
We had the heat, but in my opinion, when you stand there, you start making a little bit of money, they quickly find a way to stop you from making
shut you down. And then the best thing about you is you got that free parking across the street.
Yes.
So you don't even have to oh my God, where are we going to park? You have the side, you have the front. Yes. And that's one of the safest areas. Why? Because you're by the courthouse.
Sheriffs are there, the town police are there, and we just ironically enough, we were having the challenges with them putting tickets on cars, and we were trying to ask them not to. And the town wants to be a vibrant community, so we've been actively asking them not to. So, but now, ironically enough, we struck a deal now that the parking across the street is totally free after 5 o'clock.
Okay, so, I think that's Karen that owns that. She's on that whole family owns a lot of the property. Wow.
Yeah. So they we really talked to Jerry yesterday and finalize that. So
okay,
now,
good.
Don't even put it in me to just go right across the street because the gates are going to be open after 5 p.m. So that works.
Oh, that was going to work. So when we bring our old school cars, we have some place to park because I'm about that life. Right. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. We'll talk about that. Now I know sometimes when you do come to your place, I know sometimes when you see a menu, you say, "Well, can you change this or you change that?" I think I get the calamari, and I think you have sautéed it for me.
Yes, yes.
I
And that's
like
another
that.
thing.
Hmm.
We can offer some
A
personalized
little change,
adjustments
yeah.
for it.
Instead of frying this, can you bake this? So that's a good thing. Now, how long have you had the courthouse
The
one?
courthouse has been going. Next year will be 20 years in business.
Wow,
My
20
brother been in the
years.
courthouse in 20 years. You see a lot of them
That's a
come,
long
and the brother been there for
time.
20 years. So I don't. They don't give us enough for credit. The
Mm,
brother
mm.
minority by the courthouse in the town of Upper Marlboro with his past. To sell and still be successful and still grind. And I think it gets. I think it gets forgotten sometimes.
Wow, wow. Can y'all stop that music? Thank you. I'm gonna hurt y'all. Now you say you don't specialize in anything, but I know there's something on that menu that when you cook it, you're like, yeah, I did this.
Well, like I said, on any given day, it's like it could be the Hawaiian steak. Today, I want that Hawaiian steak to go out perfectly. And the reason why it's such a hard find is because it takes 3 days to marinate. So people
Oh,
come
see, I've
there
never
for
known
that,
that. Now I got to try the
and
Hawaiian
so
steak.
it could be in a rotation of and by us being a small, intimate spot, we don't have 100 steaks at a time. We do 20 steaks,
Okay.
marinate them, do another 20,
Okay.
marinate them.
Okay.
So first come, first serve. So any day could be different. Our brunch, I love our brunch because the seems like the whole community comes out
Oh,
and
see,
they
I didn't know
mix
you
and
had
mingle.
brunch. So tell
Yes,
me about the brunch.
brunch probably the best brunch.
Oh Lord, it's gonna be
Let
the
me
best
if
brunch.
you let me tell it. We have catfish and grits, crab cakes, black and salmon and eggs. Waffles, chicken and waffles, catfish and waffles. If you try everyone's catfish, you already know who started the DNA on the catfish. So we have the best. So everyone's doing them now, but
Right, right,
the
right.
original is always going to be the
Now, is
best.
yours all you can eat, or is it just the order?
And
Order.
we only do a la carte, except for like Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Hmm.
We'll do a full service buffet, all you can
Okay,
eat.
that's what I
But
like. Full
now at
service.
Largo, because of the space, I didn't have space parameters. So
Okay.
obviously we did do the all you can eat, make appointments. So that worked for us.
Oh,
So
okay, okay,
each
okay.
location was different.
Now, are you planning on expanding or
Well,
getting another spot or
yes,
what?
actually, because of the success of Largo, obviously, during COVID, I kept my eyes on the market and what's available. Well, actually, we're soon to slide in Largo as we
Okay.
speak. I'm pretty sure that we'll get the deal done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 100% confident. I almost had one in Marlton. This is that my sister just
I know what
passed
that
three
is.
weeks ago.
Sorry about that.
So at the time, they were like, and I told them I wasn't going to finish any leases prior to me, putting my sister in the ground.
Right.
Unfortunately, as business, business waits for no one. So,
Right. And then that may have been a good thing. I hate to say it like
yes,
that, but sometimes bad things happen, and when people can't wait, that's like, yeah, pump your brakes. This happened
right.
for a reason for you to have to
I
stop
agree.
and
Agree.
make sure that maybe that particular spot was not what you wanted or
Right.
what you really needed,
Right.
So
So that's what I heard my sister saying. I heard my sister say, she's a firm believer. All I hear is her saying, "Oh well," with a few more explicits. And that's my sister. So,
mhm.
and when they told me, they were like, now that we thought we could get a deal done this day. I said that's the same day that I let you, and I'll
Right.
communicate extremely well. Unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. And I can hear
Right,
my
right.
sister saying a few explicits. Oh well, time to move on. It's
Right,
not
right,
meant
right,
for you.
right.
So
Well, again, I'm so very, very sorry about that. But then, like I said, on a good note, the other place that you're looking at now, do you do like, because we're getting ready to do another Toys Tots drive at 705 H Street on the 17th from 4 until. Do you do anything special for Toys for Tots or for any charities?
well, my charity was Wellness Creations. And, I used to do a huge foster care dinner for foster
Oh,
children
okay.
every Christmas Eve. I haven't done them since the hotel, COVID, and things of that nature. So I haven't really revamped getting back out there doing it. But I'm always making donations. I'm always sponsoring something. I just haven't, with the world changing on us, the restaurant industry being one of the few that's been, we took a beating. You ask any restaurateur, we took a beating during COVID, and the sandwich, so it's not as active on my mind as it normally would have been.
Okay. Well, I know Group Hug, Grub Hug, whoever the hug is. I've never ordered so much food in my life. I think one day I was ordering 3 and 4. Oh, I'm tired of eating that. I, yeah, they need to stop that, especially for a sister like me. But again, we are doing something on the 17th, so maybe maybe you and I can sit down, chop that up, and see what you can do to donate and to maybe, because like I said, I don't mind pushing. You're the first man that I wanted to put on my show as of having his own restaurant. Again, like I told you before you sat down, I appreciate how you talk. You came out, and I don't even know what happened, but something happened, and you took care of it. You were like, I got you. I'm going to give you another drink or whatever. It's been so long, but I knew it was something. And I like that special attention. I'm very faithful to restaurants and bars that give me that extra love, whether I spent $1, $500, or whatever the case may be. Your bartenders are always really good. They treat you really well. If there's something going on, they'll be like, look, we're a little bit slow. This is going on, but we got you. Or, you all really look out. And I'm sad that you don't have the other little spot. Gerard was always having something with you up there. And that's the reason why I came to that particular one. Plus, it was closer to my house. I'm really sorry that you all don't have that. That was a real good spot.
When one door shuts, you got to look at it like, the reason why we know the blueprint works, clearly you see we're packed every single night. The good and the bad of it. So, when one door shuts, you just got to sit and stay diligent. And then listen, Largo's heavily on our radar.
Okay. Now tell us Monday through Friday what you all do. Like, do you do certain things on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or is everything the same? Let us know what your routine is so that people can come out.
Well, we offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. The brunch on Saturday and Sunday, which is jazz brunch. We have Brian Lanier and others. One's a sax player, one's I think they're both sax players now I think about it, but they're both incredible.
Okay.
They're both incredible, pack the house on brunch days right prior to the Redskins game. I'm sorry, Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
So, so they're great.
I still say the Redskins. I ain't worrying about that.
So, they have a great, they really bring the crowd. People want to stay, but they recognize that there's a line at the door.
Oh,
so
okay. Excuse me. Okay.
so it's a blessing. On Saturday nights, every other Saturday, we do live entertainment. Have bands in on every other Saturday. The goal is to suddenly get back to normal, where we want to do bands Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but.
Now, does this go or what type of band?
No, we do like smooth R&B. We do date night music.
Date night.
You know what I mean?
I need a date so I can go over there. Can I get a date?
No offense. We they all do a little. They all the bands do a little. Tune cut up. Okay. But the whole my vibe is like you go in. I look at restaurants is when I put the music in. I make the environment. It's a meeting place. I think that you make a date better if you come to OTI. I think you make all good things get done at a restaurant. You go from one night. You could get lucky one night.
Well, I'm gonna have to go a little more than shoot. I need to get lucky.
You know what I mean? But I think it's a great meet spot. The beauty of it is. Like the bartenders, what I love is that we get everybody talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it literally is. I know people say it's common to say it's like these little cheers, but we actually believe we are because we'll talk sports, we talk politics, we talk shop, we talk women, we talk men, we talk the whole gambit. You know what I mean? So
now, when you have your bands and things like that, is there a floor? Do you have a floor that they dance?
No dance.
Oh,
no
so
dance.
We can't get up and shake our groove thing.
You can stand up and two step. But the thing is, the county you have to pay for a different license for that.
What's
So,
up with this?
but it's for
Everything is
safety, you know. It's for a
oh
safety
Lord,
concern
child.
because
Okay.
you know when you know back in the early on, I believe when you had bands, especially with the go-go bands, there was
Mm.
an era of you know some folks who created mischief. So with that being said, they said now you have to have a license for it so that you can stand the kind of police the
Ooh, Lord, child. They want a license for
got a
everything.
license for everything.
If you
So
blow your nose, you
they
gotta have
want
a
a
license for
license, you know.
that.
Man,
Lord, child.
listen, talk. We restaurants, we say
Ooh,
everything
Lord.
is a license, everything,
Wow.
and it's just a revenue stream for them. But it does make sense, you know. I think that
Mm-hmm.
at least at event venues, you've seen a huge cut down on, um, crime and
Mm-hmm.
so I think it served its purpose.
So how about for your outside part? Can you move around and dance
Yeah,
on
you
that?
can.
Not really, or still the same?
You know, I don't. I think since that's not a covered space, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that you can. I try and keep it to a two step,
okay.
so that
All
way
right,
you
we
can
can
just
do two
enjoy. Yeah, you
steps.
can do a little two step and enjoy yourself.
Oh, okay,
So they
okay,
rarely turn all the way up where you. Well, I guess they do, but
okay.
we try and keep it.
Now I heard you say Hawaiian steak. Now I'm a prime. Do you have prime rib?
I have prime rib.
Okay.
However,
Uh-oh.
as a matter of fact, I have it tonight. I haven't had prime rib. I had it for the horse show.
I came and I was there that
Yeah.
night. Mm-hmm.
So the reason why, and people ask, well, why don't you have the prime rib? See, because I have to make a choice from a business standpoint to
It's
bring in
expensive.
the prime rib or the Hawaiian.
Okay.
See, with the ribeye, with the price gouging, in my
Yeah.
humble opinion on it, of the ribeye market, you see how the prime rib market skyrocketed. The ribeye market went through the roof.
I went to
So
Costco's today, and just for one piece, maybe about
this
this
size,
size,
yeah, it was like
was like
45, $60.
$60. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
So can you imagine bringing? And they don't sell it like that for
Yeah,
you
they
know.
sell you big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Wow.
had to sell and say, do I want to sell and charge
Mhm.
$40, $45, and I could get it because I get it for the Hawaiian, which is more popular. But
Mhm.
however, I always try and be when you're a neighborhood restaurant, you do have to
Right.
pay in mind that you want to be value oriented. You want to say, I'm not in the harbor. I'm not on the waterfront where you don't think about the price of
Right.
rent. But
Right.
when you're
Right.
a neighborhood fair, you want them to come back on
Hmm.
twice a week, 3 times. You know what I mean? So they're like, I feel like I got value. So that's
Mm.
the trick. So it's a balance in that.
Well, you do have a variety. I met a guy. I can't think of his name, but he had a Bentley or something, and I was driving my Deuce and a Quarter. And I went in there and said, "Oh my God, whose Bentley is this out here?" And I was thinking it was going to be one of the black people. And then he said, "It's mine." I said, "Well, you need to go out there." I just scratched it. And I was messing
Oh
with
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's not a Bentley that he has. He
He had
has,
the
but
yeah.
he went out there, and I'm friends with him now.
Right,
And
right.
I was just like, wow. And what touched my heart, I can't remember his name. I think he overheard me fussing with my mother, and he paid for my dinner. And I was like, I hadn't wow. That's all I can say is when I come to your place, not saying that y'all comes for hope for somebody gonna buy you your food, but that's a nice place to go, and people do things on a humble.
Yes, often,
And
often.
then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy you a beer. And I bought him a beer, and he ended up giving him. And I was like, damn, I can't even buy this guy a beer. He bought me, and I bought food for me and my mom. So you can just do the math. It had to have been like 60, 70, $80. And he paid for that. And I'm still like, he hits me all the time when we hanging out. And I don't want to hang out with him a lot because I don't want him to feel that when I'm coming there, I want you to treat me.
Right.
But he's
Respect,
awesome.
respect.
He's awesome. And I like to meet nice people. That's why I do this business where I promote business owners. If you have a business, hit me 202-510-2199. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, Late Night Whispers. Also, too, you need to tell us how to get in touch. Give us your address, give us your email, all that, because you forgot to do that at the beginning.
You know what? I certainly did. Old Town Inn, 14745 Main Street, Upper Marlboro. You can visit our webpage at otitherestaurant.com. We're on Instagram at OTI underscore the restaurant. And my direct email is dlongoti@gmail.com.
Okay. Now, when we do it again, to spell things out, we won't do it now, but at the end, because also too, we do have people here that don't know, they can't spell certain things correctly. So I always make sure that my people spell things. Okay, so give us one of your best nights. What happened? Give us a story. I know you got at least one.
I mean,
you may have 2.5 million, but just pick one.
I mean, they're all great to me. So to me, for folks in the restaurant who are actually dedicated to this industry, what's a great night for us? It's like, when everyone's coming together, everyone's enjoying themselves, everyone's talking. Because, in a lot of ways, I say, the restaurant industry can be a thankless business. When I say, you got to deal, people will understand. If you got a full restaurant, you got 100 people's opinions. So when you win those battles, you're enjoying life. And the reason why I enjoy my clientele so much is because we shoot for perfection, but obviously us being human error, and they actually give us the latitude to actually come and fix it, and work with us to sit and get the problem straight, because that's what it's all about. We value the customers, and and they value having a spot in the neighborhood, so it creates the perfect synergy. So any night, see, as a restaurateur, we can have a perfect night, but we'll remember the one complaint. That's who we are. If you're worth your salt, you take it. You take it personal. You want to wow everyone. The goal is to sound not.
You can never make everybody. I swear. And it's the smallest thing, and you're like, I know you say in the back of your mind, are you really bitching about this?
Yes, it could be when you do a surcharge, when you're using a credit card. So it's like, sometimes, you just try and work, but you got to let it have a thick skin. And,
yes.
Roll downhill. Every now and again, you get a few that bother you, but
okay,
so I'm humble because I never let folks know I'm the owner unless I need to. So.
I think everybody know who you are, because you always have on you have that white. I think you always said white jacket and a black hat. Yeah, so if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Okay, so since
you're not out there sweeping and mopping, and
I ain't never seen none of that yet, but okay, okay, I'm gonna catch you on that one.
It catches people off guard because yesterday I'm sweeping. I cover my manager shift, and I'm out there sweeping, wiping the table. The lady introduced herself, and the guy was like, "He's the owner," because he's doing. He's being modest. He's the owner, because I never really announce it. I think I'm always like, unless I have to announce it.
Well, I don't think you should ever have to clean or sweep, but that's a business. Yeah. Like when I first started my cleaning business, I was doing everything. Wow, I don't have to do nothing anymore. Yes. Yeah. And I'm not going to. And a lot of the people who I dealt with, they want me. I'm like, no, I will sit there and tell you to do that, and I'll do sometimes a little bit, but I'm 58. I'm not doing no more. All right. So since you had so many good results, I know you got one. You ain't got to tell what night it was, but just say what it was. You're gonna tell me one. I'm gonna get something up out of you. I'm working hard over here.
So for me, this, and I learned this. This is something, I credit Mark Barnes for.
I remember him.
This is what I credit him for. He used to always tell me, Donnell, I don't care about how crowded it is. I care about the experience. If it's 10 people in there, I want them 10 people to be like, oh my God, I had such a great time.
Yeah.
So therein, that's how I look at it. And he made me look at it. It's like, it doesn't matter the crowd, as long as those folks that are coming there are enjoying the experience, and that's came my motto. I want to be like, and I just took that from the club setting to the restaurant setting. And when you build a restaurant, you're not gonna, unless you're me or someone else, you're not necessarily gonna get a home run. You have to build it into, a first base, get to second base, and then you start getting a couple of grand slams. So, and you hone in on that. I want to win the day. You coming in, if you're the only customer, I want to win that battle. Right. So so those are the days that stand out to me when I win those battles. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know you were so popular. I asked my friend, everyone knows. And I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so those are the days you appreciate.
Okay,
And
I'll
that's
let
how
you
I look at the
slide.
business on it. I look at it as me just totally enjoying the moment of winning the battle. Because, you know, like I said, restaurateurs, we take the good and the bad.
Right,
So,
right.
you know, at
That's
the
a
end of the
lot.
night, someone
Mm-hmm.
says they ain't like you know,
The
for
drink
whatever,
or
and it's for the
whatever, right?
drink, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we remember that, okay? Because, you know, we're trying to aim for perfection, even
Mm-hmm.
though we know it's humanly not
Right.
possible. Our goal is nonetheless.
hmm I was at a place called Bottom Line the other day, and I always, like I said, I always go places that I know somebody, the owner or the bartender, and the bartender's making this girl a drink, and she's pouring the liquor before the bartender could pour the liquor. She said, "Stop, stop, too much liquor, too much liquor," and I'm sitting there saying, "Really?" So now she stops and she's starting to make the drink or whatever. And the girl over here keep on. I'm saying to myself, if you just shut up and let her make your drink. And she said, well, where's the garnishes? And my girlfriend, I'm waiting on her to finish making this drink for her so I can go out and show her my new car that I got.
Right.
And when she got outside, she said, Janet, I wanted to slap the whole. I said, I know. I wanted to slap her.
Right,
So, yeah,
right.
I don't think I can do bartending because I'll probably slap someone. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you know,
really?
people, you know,
You
it's
ain't
for the
even
most
let us
part.
finish. Let us finish, and then when I slide it to you,
Taste
if
it.
it,
Let's see. Yes, for the most part, yeah, you get some, you get a few folks that
woo,
you know, but the
mm.
majority
mm.
are, you know, it's just that you know that 3%, boy, they tell the
Ooh,
world revolves
Lord.
around them sometimes. So,
Oh my God. Oh.
and speaking of that, what type of car did you get?
Oh, I got a 63 Chevy Impala.
Oh,
Wooka wooka woo.
wow.
4-door, yes, and lovely. I really, yeah, and that was not like a bucket list. I was like, I'm gonna get that car. My plan was to get it next year, but 4 popped in my face, and I said, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo." So I let 2 of them go, and then the other 2. And the guy was like, okay, well, let me see what's going on this weekend. Block, blah, blah. I said, I'm going to ride with him because his is the lowest and his looked better. And the mileage was low, like 10,000 miles. What? Where you going to get a 63, 10,000 miles? What? So, yeah, I am the queen of the cars
So
now.
when you pulling up to OTI?
As soon as possible. I drove it Saturday. I was pressed. The guy that works on my car probably wanted to curse me out, and my back tire went out, but it was just so smooth. Like it said, chicka, 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 chicka. I was like, okay, and I don't go fast. I'm 60 and good.
Right,
And I looked at the tire. I was like, well, where's the leather? Where's the rubber? And it's supposed to be rubber on the tire. Wow, not an ounce of rubber.
Right.
Yeah, so we won't be going anywhere right now until I get all 4 tires. But yeah, I got you. You know, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna talk to you about you know, bringing the cars through and trying to do something small in your lot, especially if you ain't got, you know, we ain't got to worry about the pay for the parking lot.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
so
definitely open now.
all right, so tell us a few more things that you really would like for people to come out to your spot, and then once you tell us like this, tell us 4 best dishes. And I know all of your dishes are best, other than the ones that he brought me. But tell us 4, and then make sure you spell and pronunciate everything so that everybody will be able to write it down.
4 top dishes. Let's see. You know, obviously we have the best catfish. Let us tell it. Yes, the
But don't count
catfish.
that.
The cornbread is an appetizer, but you can get the catfish as a meal, appetizer, catfish and grits on the weekend, crab cakes and grits on the brunch menu. It's killer. And you know, by demand they want them on a night menu, so we're working that in.
Oh, okay. So you don't have
Shrimp and grits and everything
on the regular menu
only
on a
brunch,
Sunday.
yeah,
Okay,
on
Sunday brunch.
Saturday and Sunday brunch.
Okay, so you and I wanted to go back. You did say that you have breakfast all day.
Yeah,
So,
not all day, just to 11 o'clock.
Okay, so what menu? What's that type of a menu? What's on that menu?
Pretty much everything that's on the brunch menu, minus the catfish. I mean, the catfish and grits. We have the chicken and waffles, the catfish and waffles, the pancakes. You know, pancakes and our power combo, which is pancakes and French toast.
Oh,
You know,
Pancakes and French
French
toast.
toast is mean.
See, I haven't had that, so now I'm gonna have to get some. Damn.
Yeah, you gotta make a trip out there.
Okay. And do you do any vegan or any all? Because I know I think you had a Cobb salad or
Yeah,
something.
well, we have a seafood concept. You know,
Yeah,
so
I ordered
vegan
that. That
dishes,
was good.
You know, we have a vegetable stir fry you can request
Okay.
on demand. You know, any of the salads are great. We do a vegetable plate on demand.
Okay.
So,
But that's not. Is that on your menu? Or
no, that's just something.
okay. You may want to put that on your menu just so people will know.
Well, when they, you know, so the servers and the bartenders, they know these
okay.
are our featured vegan dishes.
Gotcha.
So that they have some options.
Right,
so.
right. Okay. Because
as big as that menu is, you know,
yeah,
if you can find
something that you want,
we do
you need the cornbread at least.
Yes.
Okay, so you was telling us, so you talking about the catfish, the grits. So what's the other two?
You gotta, I gotta go with the Hawaiian ribeye. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna have to get some of that.
I think that's such a staple.
When I hear that, it sounds like it's a fish.
And Hawaiian say no.
It sounds when you say Hawaiian rib. I mean, before you say when you say Hawaiian, I'm thinking fish. Yeah, and then when you say the ribeye, I'm like,
oh yeah, it's me. It's like when they come, they get so disappointed when it's not ready. And I was gonna say, the seafood fettuccine is our most popular dish.
Okay, I've had that.
Everyone comes in with that one, but one that's not that's right there. I would have to say is if I had a favorite, I think I'm gonna go with the shrimp penne. That's my favorite.
All right, we're gonna show you this one more time.
I think people love that one.
Yeah, this is good. I've had this before. This is really, really good. And I like to put extra cheese on mine. Yeah, this is look how big the strips are.
So
okay, now tell us all about your business.
So we've been in existence for almost 20 years at Upper Marlboro, 14745 Main Street. Just serving the community. We take pride in servicing our community, employing our community, and just being. During the COVID, we supported our community by doing food drives, by giving away food to the hospital. We were one of the first to answer the call before everyone started. We were asked to do it by the Positive Black Men's Coalition.
Oh, cool.
The hospitals, our first responders. We did that almost every week.
Cool. Okay. See, we didn't know none of that.
Yeah. But see, I've always said, I do so much for my community. It's like the thing is the reason why I don't really. Folks who know, they know.
Right.
But I think anyone who, I always say, like, I don't use it as a tool. I think it's just the right thing to do. To see some folks who make it in the business don't care about giving back. It's important that
everybody should give back.
That we give back, and we sell and let folks see us, so that folks, our community. We take these troubled youth from the street to businesses. So that's the whole that's the greatest gift that I think I can give, because I employ young Black men and women who've never seen a Black business owner, who've never worked for a Black businessman. Now, when they get to see something that's tangible, they can say they can no longer say I've never seen it. Right. Our community, we duplicate. In order for us to sell and see something, we have to see it live and in person. So when you take away that, when you demystify that process, I think we start winning.
Wow. Well, again, OTI, that's the spot to go to. He's open 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Okay. The drinks are good. The food is good. I showed everybody the food too, but I can't share it. Hopefully I can get him to come and do something on the 17th for the Toys for Tots.
Absolutely.
Again, it'll be December the 17th from 4 until at 705 H Street. Also, too, if you have a business, if you want to talk about business, or you just want to kind of get out and express yourself, reach out to me. 202-510-2199. Facebook, Twitter, all of that. Late Night Whispers. And again, it's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio. I'm Sunshine. Love, peace, and hair grease. Mwah.